Hello and welcome to Euphoria. It's time for another haul video. Today I'm going to do a haul video for a small Bricklink haul. I've got two different orders here. This one's from a Bricklink UK store called UK Bricklink. Just a few items in there, so I'll open that in a minute. This is a slightly larger order from a store called All for Flying, also a UK store. These orders contain bricks for my astronomical clock mock, but I've also found some interesting elements that have given me ideas for how I can use them in other mocks. So let's get started with seeing what we've got. So this is very nicely packed. Not too many items in this haul. UK Brick Hunter business card. So here we've got a few plates that I need. So these semicircular plates I'll use for the tower in the clock. That's part of the floor for the tower. These corner plates are in dark bluish grey. I found those quite difficult to source, so I'm glad to have got a couple of those for the roof. And some other plates that I might find useful at another time. And here I've got a variety of bricks that I use. Actually, these are just for another mock that I have in mind. Those are corner pieces for the roof and slope pieces for the roof. They're always useful. These are part of the roof for the astronomical clock. This will be part of the clock mechanism for the astronomical clock. Technic pieces. And then some of the window that I need. Another bag of various small pieces that I can use for various parts of the mechanism of the clock, including this pulley wheel and another wheel that I can use. And they'll be used with this string that will form part of the weight mechanism that drives the clock, and various other small parts that I need for the astronomical clock, including some Technic pins and Technic half pins. And this item, which is a bar, which will be used as part of the actual astronomical clock mechanism that appears on the front of the clock. I can show you that later when it's all built. I'm also pleased to have bought these two small items. They're just 1x1 round bricks, but with printing on. They're in transparent blue. One of them's got H2O on it, and one of them's got a red cross. So I thought they could be items that you could buy in the shop in the astronomical clock, or failing that I can use them in a hospital setting or in another mock later. I also picked up two minifigures with this order. This guy is apparently called Chuck. I thought he would make a really good attendant at the astronomical clock. Maybe he could be an official guy at the till, a receptionist, showing you around or taking your money in the shop. I also got this guy, the pizza guy, not for any particular reason. I just rather fancied him. I thought it was a really good looking little figure. Maybe fantastic if I have a pizza restaurant in the town and he can be advertising the pizza restaurant. So, on to the second order. This order's slightly bigger, and it has a lot of different parts in it, which I'll have a look through. I've got a number of minifigures, which I'm really looking forward to enjoying and opening. There we go. There we go. So, got a couple of base plates, 4 MOCs, or parts of the city. Some windows, which I'll need for another MOC I've got in planning, and these 1x16 bricks, which will be structural elements of the astronomical clock. I also got these windows, which I thought might be wrapped separately, but they've just come loose, and you might guess that I've got maybe a Chinese restaurant in mind, which I could use these window panels for. Of these road signs, which have got just a clip on the back, and the idea is that that could clip onto this bar that I showed you earlier, and that could form part of the astronomical clock if I can get a suitable sticker to put on this round piece. And I've got these panels with a interesting transparent sticker with rivets on. They look really interesting. Got 3 of those, so I could either use that as part of the clock mechanism or just save it up for later use in a MOC, but I thought they were really good. Here are some tiles with recycling signs on. I thought they'd be good for recycling bins for the town centre. I've got a few of those, and then here I've got some clips with computer screens on. I'm not sure these stickers are all that well applied, but most look okay, so they'll be good for computer screens for other MOCs that I can use in the future. Here I've got the tile with the shop sign on it. That's going to go inside the astronomical clock and point people towards the shop area of the building, which is on the ground floor. I'm quite pleased to have got a number of these panels with a sticker inside that says City. I've got a number of those. Not all the stickers are that well applied, but they're okay. And these I'm going to be able to use around my city as maps to show visitors which way to go, and because they're all the same map or the same sticker, I can use these consistently around the city and it won't look out of place. And also the pattern on here is quite good. It's kind of streets, it doesn't have a big harbour or mountains or anything. It looks like a city map, so I'm quite pleased to have got those, and I'll try and tidy up some of these stickers maybe to make them slightly better applied, but very pleased to have got those. Now I'm pleased that I did also manage to find some other decorated tiles, or tiles with stickers, including these, one of which is a tile showing some kind of workings out. It looks like it might be orbital mechanics or rocketry or something like that, and this one shows a rocket launch in preparation, so again that could be to do with astronomy. This one is an orange tile with a transparent sticker on it with the wording tickets and an arrow, so I thought that would be really good for the entrance or maybe for a ticket booth outside the museum. I also managed to get this, which is a round tile with a round sticker on it, and it's really hard to see on the video, but this sticker is actually a hologram, and it's a hologram showing a stars pattern. So that's really good as a display exhibit in the museum to show something about astronomy and the positions of the constellations. I thought this was a nice piece as well. This is a dish which in transparent light blue with a splashing water pattern on it, so I can use that for the top of a fountain, not in the current mock but probably for a fountain somewhere in the town square. I rather like that. So now onto the minifigs. I got this guy, not for this mock but for a future one. He's a barista, not a barrister, and he's a rather nice guy with a cup logo on his chest. He's wearing coveralls and he's got a brown hair and a nice face, so he's a great little barista guy. And I got this guy who's one of the collectible minifigures. I think that's the computer nerd guy from one of the minifigure series. This guy is the janitor, also from the collectible minifigure series. Normally he comes with a broom, or rather a mop, but I might be able to pick one of those up separately. Really like this guy. Looks like he's not very happy, but he's going to be busy cleaning up after everybody else. And I also picked up a couple of these guys. This is the carpenter, also from the collectible minifigure series, which is weird because when I recently went to the Lego shop I also managed to pick up as one of the accessories a saw that comes with this guy normally when he's in the minifigure series, so I can give the saw to one of these carpenter guys and then he just looks completely the part. And lastly I got this lady who's the computer nerd woman, also from the collectible minifigure series. I think she was supposed to come with an accessory, but nevertheless I think that's a great minifigure. A little Batman t-shirt, glasses, pens in a pocket. I just think that's a fantastic minifigure, and that will have to go in the computer department in another mock that I have in mind to plan at the moment. I also managed to get a 1x2 sloping piece with a keyboard pattern on, which is perfect for the cash point in the shop at the Astronomical Clock Museum. So some of these will be reserved directly for going into the Astronomical Clock mock, which is my current mock under construction. Other ones are just really nice parts that I can put into stock for future mocks, or other parts that I really fancied because they happen to be in the stores that I was purchasing from at the time. Particularly these minifigs, they'll help to bring the population of Euphoria alive. And I'm also very pleased to have got a number of different, quite unusual printed parts that help to bring detail to my mocks. So that's it for this haul video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the parts that I've purchased and explanation of how I might be using these in the future. And no doubt when I get to the build parts of some of my mocks I'll be able to show you some of these parts actually in use. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments, please let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos about LEGO modular buildings.